Yeah, it's why I studied philosophy and not economics or political science or even psychology, is because when you study one of those subjects, you kind of have to choose a side. You're not really allowed to be objective, right? When you write an essay in those types of programs, you are encouraged to belittle your opponent's argument instead of doing what you do in philosophy, and that's make the strongest possible case for your opponent's argument. Follow it through to its logical conclusion, see if it actually makes sense, right? And so when you do that sort of thing from a philosophical perspective, you see that today in Western culture, the in terms of values, in terms of logical coherence, implications, and when you're looking at overall well-being of human beings and what people truly value, the left is incomparably worse. They are without God. They are without true principle. They don't even care if anything that they say, believe, vote on, do makes any sense at all. Whereas at least the right lives by principles. And I'm a registered independent in the United States. I've never been registered with a political party, and I never will. I want to know that if I'm going to be a part of something, it actually represents my perspective of trying to be logically coherent and oriented toward truth and goodness. And I don't think that any party in particular, when it comes to politics, is capable of that. But from my bird's eye perspective, what I'm seeing right now, and in the case that I do vote, the right is by far the preferred side to side with. They live by principle. They do generally have some sense, conscious sense of God. Everyone has a God that they worship, whether it's conscious or unconscious or subconscious. That's entirely up to you. You know, if you want to actually self-reflect and figure out what it is that you believe, what it is that is driving and motivating your thoughts, words, beliefs, actions, then you're going to find that there's something that lies at the bottom or serves as your true north that everything is oriented toward. It's just a matter of how conscious you want to be about that. At least the right makes a conscious effort to stay grounded, to stay oriented, to stay rational, at least try to make things make sense. I don't see that that happens on the left at all. Um, and that's why the left always sides with celebrities, people of global social influence who generally don't know what the hell they're talking about at any time they open their mouths. That's why an actor is an actor. An actor makes a career out of playing someone else. It's why so many actors go into deep existential crisis uh, by midlife at the latest, unless they had a late starting career. Like some of the great actors, honestly, they became actual persons, actual human beings first, and then they embarked on a career in acting. That works, right? But you're gonna have like some 20-year-old idiot vouching for something. All right, whatever it is that that person believes, just believe the opposite. I guarantee you'll find more reason in it. Okay. So these are just a few reasons that the left is not the side to choose at this current point in Western culture. I'm not saying vote right. I'm not saying vote at all necessarily. Take it on a case by case basis. You know, it's not clear that your vote is always going to count. Depends on where you live and what their politics are like and what they do to gerrymander or alter the outcome of elections. So you don't need to join a party. Just speak for yourself, and speak for truth. Once you're actually oriented toward truth, then you can branch out. Once you see the general picture of how things make sense or not, what does logical coherence of beliefs actually look like? These are the kinds of things that philosophy can help you to understand that no other subject truly can. Even philosophy in certain corners of academia has been corrupted, but it's by far the least corrupted of all of the liberal arts and social sciences. So if you're going to study something other than STEM, it's got to be philosophy, no question about it. And if it's not your jam, it's not your jam. But if it's not your jam and STEM isn't either, I'd say don't go to university at all. You're just going to be hammered with indoctrination uh, pieces in research, and you're going to be fighting against the grain constantly. It's just not worth it.